Okay, and we are recording. Hello, hello, hello. Hello everyone, it's Matt here, and welcome to a bit of a special vlog and something different. I'm actually doing some preparation for the North Knot show next weekend, so it's not today, it's the week today. And travel for that is going to be a bit weird. I'm actually travelling after work on Friday. So Friday after work, I'm going to Birmingham, finding somewhere to eat some food, waiting around a bit, and I'm catching a train to Chesterfield, staying overnight in Chesterfield, then travelling to Sheffield, and then back out to Worksop where the event is on the Saturday. And I'm going to help finish setting up the Lego Northern United Railway. Something I know it's LNUR, but I can't remember what the letters stand for. So I'm going to help them set up and display some pieces. And the pieces I want to display, the box cab, which I still need to finish. I've got the pieces. I've got the 1x2 plates that I'd run out of, so I can fix that. Do some tweaks to the bogies and do the incorrect colour swap outs. The brick central boxcar, the slug gondola, and the new caboose, which I'm going to reveal later, and some R104 track. And the R104 track, I'm just going to show you some now. And this is stuff I was working on last night. So we actually have the final 4 pieces from box 2. So this is actually means that I've now got half a circle complete of this track to a ballasted sort of level. And as you can tell, I've run out of 1x1s in black. I'm just too short of the one section here, and then it's just whatever's on this one, because this one doesn't have any at all. So this was took up a good portion of last night, and most of it was spent listening to a Modeller's Life podcast, which I'd thoroughly recommend you sort of listen to while you can do other things. I mean, I've been listening to it and playing the Division 2 and doing a few other bits and pieces. So I'm going to take some of this track, the ballasted version, probably going to take 4, because it's an eighth of the circle, so that they can see what it's like and have a look at it, have a feel of it. I mean, the ballasting of it, and I think it's Tony Salva who actually created the ballasting for it. It's genius, really. As you only need like 5 pieces, 6 pieces just to do the ballast, and then it's just the tiles on top. So it's actually a quite simple system, really, when you look at it in up close. But it's such a fantastic coverage when you actually see it in person. So the new caboose, I actually have it here. Nobody other than Glenn Holland, Nick O'Donnell, and a select few other people have actually seen this. Some people have seen bits of it. I did upload a very old preview of it to Instagram, but it is pretty much complete now, and here it is. This is a 3/4 cupola version of the Brick Model Railroader caboose. It is a custom livery for the New York Harbour Railroad Company. I'll just see if I can get that closer. There you go. And this is completely custom interior, using some features from the Brick Model Railroader caboose instructions, but the interior layout's custom. The underframe's been lightly modified. It's got custom decals and this, that, and the other. The roof is all custom as well because the cupola's been moved. It doesn't actually match like the original in terms of the removable roof sections and this. So this bit's fixed in. That bit actually matches the original pretty closely, but this bit and that bit's all new. So I'm not going to take it apart, but I just thought you'd like to see the exterior at least. It's all custom livery, so it's kind of like a CSX sort of style colour scheme, I want to say. and it's taken quite a lot of orders to get to this point. It's got quite a lot of special colour scheme to it as well. And just to point that out, and I don't know how well it's actually come up on camera. It actually comes up quite well on mine monitor. But the outer bars, sort of at the end, to support the roof sort of ends, are actually dark blue flex tube, and it's the same both ends. So they're both dark blue flex tube. You can actually fit the BMR lighting kit in this. I haven't got a second one. My first one's up in the Lehigh Valley caboose, so get that sorted at some point. So, but the roof is pretty stock. Then it's actually got train phone equipment, and that's actually something that the white decal is for. So if you can see there, it says train phone equipped. And I actually added a reference to Andy Molman of OK Brickworks, who actually did the decals for me, and he actually says "Return Molman Yard, New York," which I thought was quite a in-game or in-house reference to him, which he got quite a chuckle of apparently when he actually spotted it. So you have to take off the bit for the cupola base. That's the only issue with this. And you can just pinch the chimney stack, and you can sort of see the interior there. The reason why you've got this cupboard is actually a toilet. It's not complete, so you've got the door. It's just missing the actual toilet. The big reason to have that cupboard, and it's not even there. But the reason for that is that I need some of the what's it call it? The backpack sort of piece. And they don't actually come in white. They come in like dark reddish brown and blue and pink, like a pinky sort of colour, I think. So I've ordered a few on one of my new Bricklin quarters, which I'll be on until later. So I'm probably going to have to paint a few of those into like a grey or something, just to actually make some toilets up. Because not many people seem to have the light grey version, and the light grey is pretty much what I'm going to have to use, so I'm probably going to have to just paint parts. Not that that's something I'm objecting to, it's just something else to do. And speaking of bricklink orders, I've placed 2 last night. It actually refers to Northern Knots as well. Some of the first order is actually to do some of the suburban kitchen. I've actually got a sample of wall here. It should be that way around. So this is actually the toilet window. So you got the side here. This actually is sand green, and it actually makes quite a nice sort of breakup for the coach side. And I think this is a Reading that actually uses this sort of like 2-tone green livery. So who knows? I might do one coach in regular sort of like dark green and another in this sort of like Reading, imitation Reading livery. So you've got that bit there, and you've got the one bit of the toilet, and these 3 are not the right colour, I should point out. Although it does make a nice sort of livery detail, but obviously it doesn't actually fit into the actual thing like that. So I might keep it, might not. I'm a bit undecided yet. So these bricklink orders, one is pretty much just dark green, and I think I'll just have a look actually. So and we'll go to orders, because one's currently being shipped. So yeah, there's dark green, some black as well. It never hurts to have a restock on black. A few of the bits and pieces, some turntables, a minifigure head, and some basic parts for some Brickmuller aerator cars. And then the other order, I actually placed for flex tube. The slug gondola, which I'm hoping to take to Northern Knots, is actually missing a piece of flex tube. It's the last one as well. It's missing one piece of flex tube for one of the steps in the corner. It's the only piece missing now from the gondola. The brake rigging was missing until sort of like late last night. That was something I was doing. So I've actually ordered 4 of the 32 long black tubes. So that should be enough to last me a while. There's a few other bits and pieces in there, some tree elements, some black plates, some dark green, 30 1x4 dark green plates. So that should be enough, touch wood, to actually mostly finish, me along with the other order to mostly finish a car side. There's a few other bits and pieces in there, but it was pretty much just placed for the flex tube and some of the container. Let's call them D buckets on Bricklink. So probably it's in the shape of the D. So yeah, there's a lot. Last night spent about an hour playing the Division, and then I finished that at probably about half 7 to 8ish, and then I was awake for 4 hours just doing track balancing. I didn't finish the track balance until about midnight, and doing a few other bits and pieces. So it's been a very, very late night and a very early morning, because I got up this morning about 6:30. Excuse me. Should have gone to bed earlier, but yeah, it's great. I've got this caboose almost finished. I think it's a really lovely colour. And Glenn Holland's actually said the same thing. He actually loves the colour scheme. So it is effectively a CS. You could say it's a CSX one. I'm sure there's probably I think Chelsea also used dark blue and yellow. That's a lot after my era though, so I wouldn't be too aware of it. But yeah, it's a nice caboose. So yeah, I think that's all the news really. I'm hoping to get a bit of gaming done this weekend. But the primary thing for me really is getting everything ready for North Knots, as much as I can. Obviously, I can't finish the models because I'm waiting for the flex tube, but I can do like the rest of it, like packing some of the models up, and sorting out a few other bits and pieces. So yeah, and I've even got my Brick Model Railroad t-shirt on hand too, so I can put that in, and after I finish setting up Saturday, I can actually go and find a toilet and change into some proper garb, some proper train garb. So yeah, so I can do that. So that's it really, in terms of updating news. Hopefully I can get some gaming done this weekend and actually show something off. The Division 2 video, if you've not watched it, it's a bit wandering, and the graphics aren't that great on it. It seems to be a bit choppy in terms of frame rates, and I've actually been able to fix that slightly by lowering some of the graphics settings to actually help the game play a bit better as well. It did sort of stutter a few times on sort of like complex level lows and stuff like that. It's a good game, don't get me wrong, but my Vega 56 is struggling on it a bit. So, but yeah, so that's it for the sort of like preparing for North Knots vlog, if you like. So it's a bonus one. So yeah, hope I might even place a third Bricklink order this month just to finish off some of this track. So that's it for now, and I don't know whether I'm actually going to do a bit more out of freight car updates this month or next month, because I want to get more done to show off, because there's not really a lot to show off. But the flex tube, all of it, will probably be going to cut up into like bogey size and stuff like that, and I've been missing some basic bricks effectively just to I can get stuff done, but it's not going to be in the right colour, so I'm just like, I'll sooner wait for it the correct colour to get it done. So that's it really. I'm going to leave it there, and obviously if you've got any questions, feel free to pop them in the comment section, and I'll get around to viewing them, or you can message me or something like that. I'm easygoing. But that's it for now, and see you later.